Ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel again. So this one, it's been quite a while. I know I meant to do this a lot sooner, but unfortunately with lockdown and so on, the hardwares didn't get the paint that I needed. They were out of stock for a while, and I had actually I had 3 cans, but I wanted to play it safe and just get a 4th can. Just in case I ran out while I was busy with this. So as you guys know, we're going to be doing the wheels today. So I just gave the wheels, you can just see there, I gave them a quick clean, but obviously once they're off, we're going to give them a wipe down again. And then besides the actual clean, sometimes you can get some brake dust on there. Even though you might not see it, there might be specks of brake dust on your wheel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some acetone to clean that off. Now I know, and I'm going to advise you, if you just want to clean brake dust and you don't plan on spraying wheels, I wouldn't suggest using acetone because it can be a bit harsh on the paint. But because I'm going to be spraying the wheels a different color in any case, I don't mind using acetone. So I'm just going to show you guys what we'll be using today. Okay, so as I said, I've got some acetone, and what I'm going to use the acetone for is obviously to just clean off some excess dirt and any brake dust that might be on the wheels. And then besides sorry about that, besides the acetone, I've got some really cheap Chinese playing cards over here, and what I'm going to use this for is basically this is just going to sit between the wheel and the tires so that we don't get any overspray onto the tire. And then the paint that I'm using is the same paint that I used for all of the other bits, like the spoiler, the front lip, and the spoiler, the front lip, and the side skirts. And this is Rustoleum Painter's Touch Plus, which is a paint and a primer. It gives a really nice finish, and it's satin black. And then obviously I've prepared myself a little workspace over here. Now, with regards to the decision to go with satin black, I did explain this in one of my live streams about a week ago. And basically the reason why I'm going with satin black and not gloss black is because the gloss, when you spray it onto the wheels, it makes it look really plastic because of the shine. And basically it makes it look cheap, essentially, and that's not the look I'm going for. And then someone asked why not go with the Rustoleum, the rubberized paint, or basically like a plasti dip. The reason I don't want to go with that is because plasti dip, it looks nice at the start, and then once it starts to age, it gets this sort of grayed out look, which is something I'm trying to avoid. Whereas with this satin black, I know it keeps a really nice finish for a really nice for a really long time. Once again, people suggest that you can actually use 3 cans of this to complete all of your wheels. So I'm just playing it safe. I've got myself 4 cans. If I don't use the 4th one, the store where I bought this, which was Brights, did say that I can bring that back if I don't use it. So there, let's get to it. What I'm Okay, so my rear wheel is stuck on it's quite tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a little kick around the edge. And basically what you want to do is if you're going to do this, the kick that I'm going to do, you basically want to try and get contact on both the tire and the rim at the same time, and hopefully it'll just pop off. So yeah, I'm sweating so much right now. Alright, there we go. Just a couple of kicks and we managed to get it off. Alright, so I've got my wheels set up on my little workspace now. I apologize for the camera positioning. Unfortunately, I'm a bit limited with my video equipment, but yeah, it is what it is. So I gave it another wipe down. What I'm going to do is, obviously, I've got my little M Sport badges over here. I don't want that to be sprayed black, so I'm just going to cover this up with some tape. And then like I said, I'm going to use some acetone just to wipe off any excess dirt and any possible brake dust, and then we'll get into the spraying. Okay, so I've cleaned this off with the acetone now, and it actually came out really nice. Some of the spots where it looked like there was bits of scratches here and there actually cleaned off, so that was really cool. Yeah, so I'm going to do that with the other wheel, obviously, and then we're just going to get into the spraying. I'm not going to record that because you've already seen the process. And then, yeah, we'll get into spraying this wheel. Alright, so I'm just gonna speak on this Painter's Touch Rustoleum. The coverage on this is extremely good. So, as you know, I've been working with one front and one rear tire, and so far, the lighting in here is terrible. There we go. That's one of them, and that's the other. And each of them have like actually four decent coats. I'm gonna eat for the fifth coat. And all of that just came from one can. So essentially, I think that two of these cans is enough to spray all four wheels. And these are 18-inch wheels, so they're not exactly the smallest in the world. So yeah, really good product. And also the finish is looking really nice. Obviously, I'm waiting for this to dry now. Okay, so while those first two wheels are busy drying off, there's another little change that I'm making also on the wheels itself. You would have noticed while I was spraying that the center caps were out. So I'm just going to show you something with these center caps, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing with them as well. Okay, so it's come apart now, as you can see, and what I see is it's actually like this is a piece of metal itself, and this is basically the plate where the metal was on. So I'm going to see if I can put my sticker directly on here as opposed to trying to peel this off of the metal then, if that's even possible. So I'm just going to see what it looks like when I put my new sticker onto here, and that also means you're going to see what my new sticker looks like. So I hope you guys like this. Okay, so what I have here is a set of gel domes that were made to fit this. So these were made by a guy named Eric, or Eric the sticker guy. I'm sure most of you guys who are in the Cape Town car scene who have had stickers made for your cars would know Eric. For those of you who don't, I will leave a link to his Facebook page in the description as well as his contact details. So basically he does any kinds of decals, and these are the gel styles for the guys who want the Civic VTEC stickers and so on. The gel ones, you can also get that from him as well. So let's see how this sits on top of that. So it sits pretty neat on that base. What I did was, before I put this on here, I should have actually showed that I used a bit of the acetone again just to clean that cover. And as you saw before, it was a bit black. Once I heat it with the acetone, it actually came out nice and clean, and this sits on here quite nicely. So the next step is obviously just to put that clip back on. Okay, so I've sprayed those clips black and I've replaced them, and I think it looks super neat. The reason why I didn't bother by spraying the actual clip that goes into the wheels because nobody's ever going to see that. So yeah, that lip looks really nice on there, and I think these caps look really nice, and I think once they go into the wheel it's going to be awesome. Alright, so the left side of the car is basically done now. I'm not going to show you what the wheels look like with the center caps in and on the car because I'm just going to jump through. Obviously, I need to repeat this process on the other side of the car. So I'm just going to skip to the end and then show you what it looks like in 3, 2, 1.